trace the primal
It's time, folks. It is time. It's here. And a little 2 days late, and people have been uploading shit on YouTube. I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Oh, hello. I've been trying not to spoil myself here because everyone on YouTube is just spoiling shit, and I'm trying not to read things. Gotcha off stream was kind of okay. The sacrifices were real. I was stuck doing single pulls earlier, and then I tried attempt earlier today and didn't go somewhere. Yes, rocks. Shit, I'm starting to sound like my brother now. But yes, the Gundam girl's here. Our common writer. She's still a work in progress, so I don't really have everything set up just yet. Still working on everything, but she still does a tremendous amount of damage. I will upload her video when we're fighting Sunday later. I have recorded that before this, just to see DPS checking. Her damage output's a little low. She's just about 10,000 damage below Acheron, considering her kit, so... But I have grinded all of her traces. We're just waiting for her to be level 80 to finish off everything else. So, oh, actually, let's do that right now since I already have the stuff here. Yeah, just need to get rid of that and just require to get more of this later on. But we pretty much max all this out in one day. So, yeah, it's been 2 weeks since we did this. I was actually debating if I wanted to do more Unicorn Overlord and shit. So... without further ado, let's continue what's happening.
This haven of
I'm still using Acheron because she just mows down the freaking mobs for me. It's funny because I was trying to see how the Stellaron Hunters work if they were using a team comp. There's no healer in the team comp, and you had to rely solely on Silverwolf and Kafka for debuffing and messing with the enemy's DOTs. Blade constantly is almost dying half the time.
Wake up!
Hi, March.
Hey, wake up! The sun's frying your butt. Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
It's funny, but prior to the stream, I was actually watching one of those fan animations on YouTube, and pretty much sums up my headcanon waifu relationship between March and Firefly. I was like, I'm totally not cheating on you. I like both of you. Please don't kill me.
What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over.
Yeah, that sort of happened earlier.
Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
Yep. And Sunday got the Maruki treatment. Those who don't know, well, you don't know. Go play Persona 5 Royal. If not, congratulations, you know.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
I'm actually more curious about the
Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories. The family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. After all, I can't just reveal the truth about the Order.
Something tells me that we're going to be the final boss, if there's ever a final boss in a gacha game, considering we're technically a Stellaron. Technically. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't think too hard about it.
Now, all the major lineages...
I do wish there was an option to replay some of the story, because I did want to record off the phone, but the phone started to fry, especially when we ventured into the Xianzhou. Everything started lagging like crazy. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to record demo and some random combat, because that's what I can do, and I had to lower everything on my phone, because there's that.
Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
Yep. But yeah, besides that, I was debating between Unicorn Overlord, Ronin,
After all this craziness,
probably some random Gundam nonsense.
Nothing is better
but,
than staying safe in reality.
Actually, yeah.
Why the sudden interest in that? Well, I was dragged into this sweet dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories. But something else was there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared. And then I dreamed about stuffing my face with delicious food and going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously believe that was the life I wanted, right? Breaking free from that cheesy illusion was just a piece of cake.
Right. You're starting to sound like a certain blonde character in Persona 5 who thinks nothing but
Hurry
sweets.
up then. We'll leave when you're ready.
Oh.
Well, can we... Oh, okay.
I didn't mean to do that.
Well, can we go? Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Ooh, cutscene time. Oh, not really cutscene time. She's back! It's only been 2 weeks. Oh.
Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You know what? It's really funny. I was just complaining on the other stream. I think it was last stream during the Penacony thing, not the event stuff. I was complaining someone was not getting enough screen time, and yes.
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up.
Damn,
you're
so
still on the
you're
Bloodhound
really
Family
short.
wanted list, so keep a low profile.
I need to look up how tall Neptune is and then compare her to Silverwolf, because I think they might be the same height.
That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
Oh yes, that.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities.
I sure hope it's not a real death. I grow too attached to a character, damn it. I heard Mihoyo's tendencies, especially, well, mostly in Genshin,
How will
like,
I know if I don't
Honkai
try?
Impact, like, they
All
killed off some
possibilities
key
exist
characters.
until the outcome actually happens.
Oh, whoops.
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin.
Oh no.
She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself.
Careful, are you implying Kafka's old? I mean, some people might like that, but
By the way,
yeah,
Blade
don't call her
didn't
old lady.
explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oat cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last.
Oh no.
But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it.
I don't know. Will it help? Will it help Blade? It will help Blade reach that paradise, the paradise he can never reach.
That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Oh, Topaz gets some screen time.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh.
Oh, we might. Are we going to actually see who
The
Diamond
family
is?
really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family.
Okay.
This conference between the IPC and the family
I'm trying to remember who's who.
will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude.
Is it?
Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand.
Is it just me, or did Topaz always had that brooch with the ribbon this entire time? Or is it just me?
This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious.
I think I know who she's. Who are they talking about?
Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Nummy, what the hell? Nummy? Okay, that's kind of cute. Okay, so... Interesting, okay. Of course we can't access the frickin' anchor yet. Ooh. Thank you.
Ooh, free stuff.
Free stuff is good. Just trying to see if there's any treasure chests because I'd rather not constantly hunt them down.
None of the important figures have arrived yet. Huh. Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while. Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Oh. What? I keep forgetting Numi has that function of finding treasure. I keep forgetting about that. Thank you. Oh, we found another one? Thank you.
Hard work pays off.
Oh, you found another one already? Jesus. Oh god, you're stuck. It's like, you're stuck.
Oh, free stuff.
That's what I just said. Alright. So there's like confections here.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right?
I see donuts.
Numby! Cat!
Oh.
Ooh. Oops. Not to your liking, huh? Oh, sorry. I'll treat you to a nice meal once we get back to reality.
I feel sorry for the dog space pig thing. What is a trotter? Whatever a trotter is, I don't know. I feel bad now.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all? Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
To a normal person, you cannot fool, but yeah.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, "Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode." Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons.
Let me guess, you're trying to get Jade? Or are you waiting for the rest of the teased Xianzhou characters that we're getting? Because I think they're rumoring March's alternate thing to be similar to how the Trailblazer can switch paths. So it'll be like something like that.
What will happen if you press it? Hasn't anyone actually tried?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing in common. They're terrified of death. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly keep your distance.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello.
Something tells me you were going for the husbandos. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good compatible computer to play this, so I can't really see any you know, beta testing or
I
anything
assume
like
you
that.
are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
I hope nothing horrible happens to the ship. We already know what happened to a famous ship in a couple of years back. I hope we don't have an incident or a space iceberg in the middle of, you know, space.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed. Mr. Alfalfa has
Or something from
impeccable
freaking
taste.
Black Butler. We have
Only
nothing
the
but
most
zombies on
prestigious
board.
guests
That was
are
kind of
invited
fun to
by the
watch.
Alfalfa family to board this airship. Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Felspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era. but its voyage was temporarily halted due to
Did
the
they ever
recent
did they ever
reverberation.
explain how long an era is in their universe? Yeah, I hope nothing bad happens, because I'm already I'm trying not to spoil anything, considering I'm trying not to watch stuff. So
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it.
plus I got other
You're
stuff
really
to do. I gotta
downplaying
finish
the
up
whole
Fate
thing.
Grand Order, because we got like 3 days or so to finish that one up. And then Arcanite's thing I think starts tomorrow. So, you know, busy.
I apologize. Please continue.
Oddly enough, Topaz's color scheme kind of reminds me of W, because they both have black, red, and white in their color scheme. So, except one has a knack for
Following
being a
the previous
terrorist.
reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Felspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily.
Oh, I bet. I seen enough people already finishing it. I'm like, I'm trying not to watch this. I'll watch it whenever I'm done.
Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain special reasons, the Charmony Festival, originally scheduled at the Penacony Grand Theater, had to be temporarily postponed.
Yeah, because you gotta patch all those holes because the imaginary train just slammed God so many times in the head he forgot what the day was.
So, Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to
Yeah,
the Radiant
that was the thing.
Felspar.
That was the thing I was trying to
Taking this
not
opportunity
go into
to
when I was
announce
finishing up the
resumption of
Xianzhou,
the airship's
because everyone
voyage.
was already in Penacony when that happened, so I was trying not to watch anything. And of course, I already spoiled myself Firefly's incident with the not so pleasant dog dragon thing, the imaginary meme thing. So it's like, oh, okay. So.
Well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr.
At least with
Alfalfa
this,
himself.
where I'm sort of caught up,
Good
even
thing
though
for a
probably
legendary
everyone
tycoon
and their
like him.
grandma probably finished this in one day.
Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye.
Oh. Yes?
Hello? The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves?
Mr. Affleck. That's what I was thinking. Is it supposed to be a bird? Because it sounds like a bird or some sort of like freaking like trail mix.
I just don't understand. Why are you so
That could just be
fixated
me
on this minor
being
case and
uneducated, 'cause I'm not really
constantly
looking this up.
escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up? In my opinion, you handled
my.
that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the astral exorcist's favor.
Well, Nami
That's
clearly
not
doesn't
a
like
bad
her.
deal for the department.
Oh.
It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you.
Oh my.
Never imagined this day would come so soon.
Oh.
Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
Well, she definitely has eyes of a snake, all right. That's definitely a thing. I have actually been pretty observant on characters' eyes, because it actually says a lot of their characters. I mean, I just realized Misha's eye. Well, the only eyes that you see is a door lock, and then it's like, oh, okay. All their eyes have some significance. The hair thing got. Does it? Is it that kind of hairstyle, my friend?
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
The hair thing got to you?
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that
Not going to lie, it's not that long. Are you talking about the hair or the story?
Five lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest.
Because if we're talking about like short story, I could probably finish it in one go, considering it's only midnight. But I'd rather not be on it for too long. Probably a two-parter.
As long
But,
as the
you know.
influence of Harmony
Ah.
hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires.
Well, it's not
always
like when I
have
just started with Penacony. It took me about
Thank
3
you.
streams to finish it.
Influential figures
So it's
in
like,
the
oh,
Empire
okay. It wasn't too
entirely
hard.
suppress their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC.
Mostly
I
because I
suppose
had my
if all for
equilibrium
one
at max and
philosophy
everything's
shaping
already like
5
level
lineages.
80 and above. That was
It's
my
just a
issue with the
slogan.
Ciandro. Everything
Do
kept
less
kicking my
testing.
ass, so I had to rework everything, and you know that's why I wasn't really making anything during the Ciandro arc.
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony.
Yep.
Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest
Yeah, because
serving
Sunday
and
wanted to make
most
every day
senior among
Sunday.
all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Shit. I used to have been good at chess.
Absolutely.
That was all the way
The
back in
3 steps of
elementary. I haven't really
negotiation.
practiced anything.
Listen, test, and strike.
Mhm.
That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Sunday, I'm not going to say it. Huh. Well, I have been hearing a lot of theories, but I'm not going to say anything unless it's like, it might hit some spoiler boundary, so I'll probably save it for like later, or probably the next time we do this and finish it up.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I...
Yeah, I'm trying to
we are
pretend he
going
was
to tear it
Gilgamesh.
wide open.
Okay. Onwards. We already checked up here, right? Wait, no, we never checked this side. Nope. Okay. I'm pretty sure we'll be coming back here later with the rest of the gang. Open the door! What the f-
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies. Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
Why does he look like he belongs in Legend of Zelda? Not just because the elf ears. Doesn't he look like something from, like, Legend of Zelda? Oh. Oh. For some reason, it was like, for some reason, it forced me to walk for some reason. I see. I see. Oh, let me went to the wrong. Wait, what? He reminds me of some, but I don't know. I don't know. He just reminds me of a random villager from like, say, Kakariko Village or something. I'm talking like old school Legend of Zelda, because... Ooh, wait, there's a thing here? Because the last Legend of Zelda game I legitimately played was Twilight Princess, and that was back on the GameCube, because the Wii just got released, and thank God there was a GameCube port of that. So I was like, okay, cool, I could play it, and I was surprised at how dark it was, and I liked it. Now, if only they made a remake.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr.
I noticed
Alfonso.
his outfit has like a
It's my
four-leaf
honor to
clover,
meet
it
you in
looks like.
person. You may not be aware, but the book Odie Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
Is it just me, or is Jade giving off, what's her name from Genshin Impact? The witch lady with the hat. It could just be me, but
After
I
all,
don't know.
to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
Money.
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, indeed. Money. By the way, he looks like those guys from Willy Wonka. Oh god, what are they called? Is it, something Loompas, right? Shit. I need to look at his character again.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly
Weren't they, like,
complicated
all
situation
midgets?
Indeed.
Right? The little, they're like elves, right? They're like midgets? Not elves, sorry, they're not elves. They're like midgets, right? Shit. I don't remember.
Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed.
I knew it was
But
some weird
what
ass
was
name.
it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create? an
Sadly, it was not my
opportunity
first
for
impression. I thought he was like
IPC
some
to
Legend of
gain
Zelda
control
character.
of Precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber eras are truly impressive.
I wonder if they were talking about adventuring when he said golden hair. It's like,
Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly
I
by
still think
and
Hector
face
does
the
that better in Fire Emblem, especially with Engage. I never finished Engage. I kind of just dropped it. Because, one, I can't figure out how to stream off the Switch, and it's kind of hard to do anything off of that, so, you know. But yeah, Three Houses was a blast. Got war PTSD, not because of Gundam and child warfare.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
So what he's politely saying is fuck off. That's basically what he's saying.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need
Fun fact,
ambition,
you know Aventuring's name related to the stone.
unconventional
Yeah, I believe he told me that, yeah. I kind of figured it out a little bit, because I didn't really know Aventuring was a stone, until he mentions that he was one of the 10 stone lords, right? So I was like, okay, so we met 3 of them already, and then I think we heard about Diamond being the head honcho.
Curious
And then,
about
you know,
how
I made
plan
that
to
stupid
respond to
JoJo
the
joke,
IPC?
Diamond's unbreakable or something like that.
Don't mind sharing.
I don't know.
My
One of my
actions will
colleagues
help
in
Penacony take a
in
significant
college
step
is a
forward
JoJo
by
fan, and I'm not really
self-listing
into it.
and going public.
Mostly for the memes and the shenanigans, but not really into the manga or the show itself.
Going public?
Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go
I'm
public
just
on a
readjusting the
universal
mic here
scale.
because I have to use this. Unfortunately, those in the future who don't know my situation, I can't really wear headphones, so I have to readjust this thing. By the way, is a real stone? Yeah, I had to look it up because I didn't realize aventurine is a stone. Just like jade is, you know, that kind of like turquoise color, and then topaz being like a orangey red.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC,
I sure have known because there was a bunch of stones in
I'd prefer to open the doors
Tales
to
of
sweet
Symphonia
dreams
that
to the
actually gave you
entire
stats.
universe.
But I kind of forgot about it because that was like my first Tales game I ever got on the GameCube. In fact, it was the first game I got on GameCube besides Mario Sunshine. Also, never finished Mario Sunshine.
Today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose.
Every time I hear that part, I keep thinking of Hector's "Oh-ho!"
This
But no,
reform
doesn't
should
work
have
for
been
me.
implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old
Are you trying to tell
fellow
me
like
that they're a bunch of tree heads? Their heads are so thick they're made out of wood.
Thanks to the little...
I don't know. I don't know how to do with that one.
Earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Can't be as confident as me watching Boot Hill get annihilated by damage over time, and that still spooked me to this day. I cannot believe that happened to him. It's like, it could have happened to any of the characters, but Boot Hill specifically just died.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight.
Yeah, so basically we just made a power vacuum, so without the Oak family, you know, against this one, there's now a hole in the power struggle now.
And if Penacony should seize this
Yep.
opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make...
Yeah, I
will be
also noticed that he was
scrutinized
doing
by
less
trillions of
DPS than I wanted, so I had to rework his relics, so... Apologies if you don't see Boot Hill for a bit, because I have to grind for shit. I was grinding endlessly, like, within the last 3 days before 2.3 came out, just to get, like, the materials for Firefly, and then because I wasn't really recording anything, I just grinded for the relics, and I only got three of the 6. Well, actually 4 of the 6 if you count the Plantier, because I got that earlier today.
Now I'm convinced
If I'm
that
pronouncing
you've
it right,
indeed
Planeteer?
familiarized
Planeteer?
yourself
Yeah.
with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information.
Oh yeah, that's right. A couple of my colleagues were asking if I was going to do the Elden Ring stuff. That will probably be up in the air at the moment since I got backlog to clear up. So, plus I haven't even bought the DLC yet, so I can always wait.
Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow
Hell, I never even finished Elden Ring at all, and you know, I already know the
and to
endings.
respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
It just dawned on me, since Duke Inferno's dead, what happened to the rest of his Annihilation gang?
I got this
Because
information.
I know they
from a message
teased
sent by
the
that IPC
group, but we don't know if they're
He said it
playable
was to
characters, bosses,
return your
or
favor.
whatnot. Because they briefly showed them in that one video, but after that, all we know, Akron killed Mr. Devil himself.
It's not hard to
So.
imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and
Right.
the undercurrent of order lurking within.
Also, I'm gonna make an inside joke now. Mr. Welt. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, because for all we know, they might have been killed off by Akron, but we just don't know yet. But back to my original joke. Welt freaking cocked blocked me while I was doing my Arnold noises for my gotcha earlier. Cause I was trying to get Firefly on day 1. I have it on my videos, but it was funny and also saddening. Cause I was like, ooh, 5-star, yes. I don't know. Like, oh wait, well that's Nility, no. So it's like, and I even made the jokes like, okay, maybe Welt and Gallagher are trying to tell me that I should use them more often, but I have no relics for Gallagher right now. I'm trying to build it slowly, and for Welt, I had to fix his kit because I haven't really looked at a guide for his relics. I had an idea what I wanted to do, but you know, it messed me up.
Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Yeah, it just sounds like they're just negotiating to save face, even though it sounds like they don't want to negotiate at all. Just like Mr. Wood literally said, hey, the family just fucked up and we already have more power than we need. We're still going to say no to you guys.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation.
It's like the degrees of good and evil. There is pure good and pure evil, but there's also a gray area between that. Kind of like what they did with the classic Star Wars stuff before, well... Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. We know what we're talking about.
If either the family or IPC were to assume
also, fun fact, I really like Revan's character.
To its previous
but that was like a while ago since I played the Old Republic.
The efforts of those previous names
back in my World of Warcraft days.
Go to waste.
Yeah, well, Revan's a cool character because dude has a Mandalorian helmet, and he's a Jedi/Sith dude who's borderline both good and evil. He's pretty much the John Wick of their universe, without actually being John Wick before it became to be, because I think it came out around 2006, around the Xbox came out, and it was kind of cool.
There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Even long dreams eventually come to an end. Our adventure in Penacony is reaching its conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation.
Okay.
Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
Yeah, so there is that fan theory that Sunday's still around.
Behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
Yeah, because isn't he like integrated into the dream world? That's why he has no like physical body anymore. Yeah, what about Mr. Sunday? How do I know? On which part? That Gopher Word is quote-unquote dead? Because didn't they explain that he's integrated into the dream world already? So he's already dead. He's just alive within the dreamscape. Similar to how Misha was kind of like a figment of the dream, even though, you know, Mikhail's already gone. As far as I understand.
He'll face a trial.
Yep.
As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
It actually makes a lot more sense now since I made that one video of just Robin beating the crap out of Sunday by shooting birds into him, and then summoning a giant train after that.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process.
That actually raises the question: what the hell is the Antimatter Legion doing at this time, considering we haven't really seen any like involvement since the Cianjo incident. Because I know there's those mimic glass enemies in Penacony that can actually switch into enemies. So I don't know. That's just a mimicry. The train is built differently. Yep. And Pom Pom is just laughing. He's like, the damn thing hit me with a train, and it's still laughing at me.
While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome
The power
with
of
the least
friendship.
impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger
Who's this again?
subsides, here's a toast.
Oh, it's not
Three
Serval.
glasses of glory
It's
of the
Serval's
Trailblades
twin
to all.
sister, I think.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion.
There's no way she's not going to be a character layer, is she? Her model's way too unique to be just a background character.
When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
Oh, is it because bartender lady? Is that it?
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, and it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here.
I'm gonna be laughing. She's a nility character that makes every enemy like quote unquote dizzy, considering none of this is alcoholic.
Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn,
That'll be funny.
dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
It's rare for all passengers to leave the Express together during a trailblazing expedition. But for Penacony, it seems most appropriate.
Yeah, as much as Gallagher's memed on, I can't pronounce today, is memed on. Yeah, soda bartender guy, who's, I just noticed his ultimate kind of makes him like Wolverine, because he's like an offensive typed healer. I don't know. Let's see here.
In my dream, the Express stopped at many places, and passengers came and went. However, the five of us were always present, and the journey seemed never ending. Perhaps this could be a
Yep, he's 13 and he's able to beat the shit out of you.
Upon realizing
He's
this,
he's like the Giga Chad,
I knew it was
like the youngest Giga Chad. Let's see, is there...
No related records exist in the databank.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a theory. The hidden dangers of the Order have always been within the Harmony. And this issue existed within the family from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
However, now that more powers in the universe are aware of this secret, the situation in the cosmos...
Oh no. So what they're saying is we might actually see the other Aeons coming out, like the other paths, because the simulated universe have shown the Order before Penacony ever existed through the swarm, the swarm tests, right? And obviously the propagation exists before, you know, the evidence of, you know, Firefly's incident and everything else, because I already saw the videos and the whole Evangelion reference. And then, of course, the Ouroboros also exists as well as the Great Devourer. So it's like, oh, cool, we got Tyranids in this universe. Great. That's fun. So, you know, it's I can't really imagine how they're gonna write that part up, but it will be kind of scary to fight an emanator of the Ouroboros, that the ever hunger lizard thing that just want to eat worlds. It's just here to nom everything.
Like I said, we'll go and see. Once we've packed everything, we should head to our next destination.
I feel like Star Rail has been just a combination of all things, not just memeable, but sci-fi, fantasy stuff we'll get. Yeah, there must be a new boss battle in the next update. Oh, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if we ever have to fight Jade at some point, or even Sunday, but as himself, not like the harmonious avatar of Order. So there's those things, and of course, Diamond has been mentioned a couple times in the last update. So I'm pretty sure we'll have to fight Diamond at some point, even if it is just like, oh, we're not supposed to win type scenario. Yeah.
One bird longs for the earth, and the other longs for the sky. Even if Robin had to stop her brother with her own hands, she won't give up on him. However, facing punishment from the Harmony is inevitable. He will face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them. Well, it was somewhat surprising. In that dream, I returned to my homeworld and reunited with my long-lost friends. And for some reason, Acheron resurfaced in my mind.
Which makes sense, because Acheron is Raiden, May, and all the other lookalikes. I think it's the joke that MiHoYo's characters are supposed to look all the same, considering it's similar to how all the Sabers and Fate look the same. Even if there's supposed to be like an idea, like, hey, there's a reason why they all look the same, but at the same time they're not. Also, I think someone pointed out in my workplace that Wilt's actually the Wilt from Impact 3rd, but I never got through Impact 3rd. Like I said, Potato Phone couldn't handle it, so...
When I realized that her conclusion was not preserved in memories, I became aware of the bitter truth. Since the family took up residence in Penacony, the Order has been hiding in plain sight under the guise of the Oak family, using the Stellaron's power to strengthen their hold on the Sweet Dream, which eventually resulted in disaster. That's the claim the family makes. Whether they were truly unaware of all this is...
So Wilt is trying to help us in Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, because I noticed his E6 art is a younger version of himself, so it's like, okay, so is he the same character, or he just doesn't want to spill the details? Because he has the power of a black hole, right? As far as I understand, and I kind of did some research. I was like, oh, he's not just an overpowered old gentleman with the power to summon black holes. He is... what do they call them? Herschel? Pretty much a god, according to what I understand from Impact 3rd. And Acheron can slice through a black hole. So they're both pretty scary in terms of lore. Because I think I mentioned earlier that Acheron's pretty much death, considering she is the emanator of nihility now. So it's like, okay, cool. She's scary. Don't mess with her. Got it. Not only because she's one of Virgil's kids.
The journey can often be sorrowful. All we can do is to try to make sure it ends on a happy note.
Alright. Where's March at? March? Wife? Oh. Still waiting for that costume, though, that they teased in Uriel 6.
Someone gave me a strange gift, so I unwrapped it and found out it was a button with a message on the back. Just press this button and all of Penacony will explode. This sounds terrifying.
Her face does not match what's happening. She just looks so tired of this shit.
But who would launch such an obvious attack? They just want to stir
Her
up
face
chaos.
just she's like, I am tired of this shit. I just want to kill something now.
By the time I turned around, the person had already vanished. So I handed it over to a nearby hound. I heard there were many similar reports before the Charmony Festival started. I'm really worried about the future of Penacony.
I wonder who could be. It's almost like a character I totally forgot to talk about in my other video, when we were beating the shit out of Sunday. I wonder who could it be. Alright, where's Himiko at? We haven't seen Himiko in like forever. Am I just blind? Or is it just hard to find a chicken red? Well, the optional thing just stopped, so I guess Himiko's just back on the train.
Ready to mix your drink?
Oh god, not this again. Yeah, what? Yeah,
I'm
might
not
as well.
sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher.
Maybe Gallagher was secretly Batman. I'm Space Batman.
I have a hunch.
My job is done. My job is done. My planet needs me. I don't know. I'll be laughing that was completely true, but I doubt it. Sure.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends?
I just did.
We have plenty of time.
I would like to talk to Himiko, but I couldn't find where the hell she was.
All right, as you wish.
The game did not give me an option.
Huh. I think I have an idea about what drink to make.
But I also think
like
that the
it
Mose is the
bitter or
Grim
sweet?
Reaper.
It's up to you.
Because Mr.
Choose
Owl
the
sang
flavor
about
that
Mose
suits
being
you
a
best at
Ripper.
this moment.
Who's Mose again? I'm sorry. Mose. I'm trying to remember her name here. Mose.
Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet taste. However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste.
I don't really drink alcohol, so if I have too much sugar, I'll just pass out. I mean, it's perfect if I really want to take a nap.
Not a bad choice.
But not really
Let's
good
start
for your
mixing.
teeth. Or your stomach. Oh god, don't force me to do math again. No! Fine. What size? Oh, oops. Oh. The problem is I have a widescreen TV, so I'm looking at one end. Keep forgetting I'm not really looking at the other one. So I was like, oh, whoops. Okay. He showed him in the live stream, but he didn't show what he looked like. And this guy is Mose or Mose? Is that right? Oh, is he that character that they kind of tease with the silhouette? Is that it? Because I think I seen pictures of that, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop right. Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop. Yeah, because I stopped right there as I didn't want to. Because I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna like stop right there and not mess with it. Drowning sweetness. You know what it looks like? It looks like sorbet. Shit, now I'm hungry for sorbet now.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor.
Can't be as bad as that weird muted down lemonade thing I made.
Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars. And its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here.
I'm gonna have to write down a note for Mose, because I'm trying not to spoil myself, but I gotta remember the name. Yep, cheers. Unfortunately, I got water here, so no drunk stream.
One day,
Good
our
God, I
souls
don't want
will
to do that.
return to the same place. Cheers.
To the Sea of Souls. Yep. Oh, wait, that's Persona. Never mind. New message. Ooh, this. Guys. Oh, that's where you were. Okay, that explains where Himiko was. I thought she was on the train again. Roger. Gotcha. Oh. Yay! New achievement!
Well, then take this with you. I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
It can't be as weird as the birthday cake, because I had that on my birthday, but it's like you can't even use the item, so it's just a monument to your birthday. But it's like, if this was an actual item, this thing would be melting it would have been rotten and melted by now.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
Maybe the real Gallagher was the real Gallagher was the journey we made together all along. I don't know.
Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of. So let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold.
Sounds like politics.
It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry.
That's a fun name I could give him. The Elf Man.
They agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it
I see that treasure chest.
The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate.
Speaking of fate, I wonder what they're
at least
doing
he's
with that
still alive,
collab with Honkai
and
Star
that's the
Rail.
best outcome.
Since they announced that, what, 2 months ago or something like that, that they're working on something. So, wonder what Natsu is cooking up.
Looks like...
Since I play both of them, I would
topic,
benefit from
Miss
both of them
Jade.
either way.
Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Okay. So since we're gonna grab this real quick before I forget about it.
Not exactly eye-catching.
Okay. I wonder if we can actually look at her. Yeah, we cannot. We cannot look at her stats. Because I don't think we're expecting combat.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
But is it the real Robin, though?
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family.
Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business. But in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
Oh god, the damn birds are here too! The damn little birds. Wow. Wow, okay.
Ooh. Is that all? Hardly worth the bother.
There's a puzzle in here, there's a puzzle. No! The damn door! Damn you, door! Next time. Oh yeah, she's definitely Ivy. She has the whip. She got whip.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
You can go up to... Wait, you can go up to where the two birds are? Two birds? Because I only saw Lady Vermilion up there.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public. Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony. We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again.
I mean, technically, being a natural smartass, you already have IPC members inside the dream just by negotiating, so that's already a given.
Now, I'm repeating your words exactly. If you don't want to be a laughingstock and have everyone gunning for you at the official conference, you'd better drop your little pie-in-the-sky plan.
God damn it, it reminds me of that stupid song from not Billy and Manny, Evil Con Carne. That was a funny segment. It was no reason to go that good.
You surely
I think it's still on YouTube somewhere if no one has deleted it yet. It was pretty dumb, but it was like fun dumb.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform. More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us.
Yeah, so basically when you said, fuck you, I declined the offer, and say, well, fuck you, I have the power of money.
The moment news spreads about Penacony going public, trillions of customers will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired.
Oh my.
Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn Alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure
Not that I'm aware of.
It won't be too hard.
You really think you can pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership. After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
That doesn't sound too bad on paper, but I'm terrible at economics. At 30% still a big chunk.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect. However, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent.
You know, it just dawned on me, Jade literally looks like Sainichiba's shadow from Persona 5. It just dawned on me. I don't know why. She doesn't have her goth makeup and everything, but it literally almost looks like her.
You're a smart merchant.
The bonnet hat, the hair.
Isn't the whole purpose
the
of
dress
this
is a little
elaborate
different,
game
but
to
it kind of
showcase
still
your
gives
business
that
acumen?
look that she has
Seek more
her
benefits for the family?
Femme Fatale look.
It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
I just saw an arcade on that floor. I wonder if we could check that out.
Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family,
10% there is
I
it.
don't think I have any
Yeah,
reason to
370.
refuse
Yeah,
your
it's a big chunk still.
However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Yeah, 30% is still a big chunk out of their thing, though.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Amber Era, about the ascension of Shipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So...
Yeah, because I think they had to fight the propagation because they were basically Tyranids and they're just eating everything. And they were kept cloning themselves.
Instead of aligning with the Order.
Oh shit, no, I just realized something. I don't think Firefly and Ron May will ever get along, because Ron May was experimenting with the propagation during that whole shenanigans and Heart of Space Station. And in that trailer, the short animation, she was fighting the propagation. Oh no. Oh no. That's a good thing I don't have them in the team.
The answer is simpler than you think.
I got my priorities.
Credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars. The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value. With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause.
Yeah.
Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
But they still get the ship at the... Wait. But they still get the ship at... Yeah. Hold up. The stupid thing is cutting off from the screen, so I have to look up my phone here. Yeah, I guess. So you have to technically have, like, a neutral ground, I guess. But, you know, I'm just trying to be a smartass. But yeah, they're pretty much doing the same thing they're trying to do. Well, it's not really the same thing, but they're trying to buy out the planet. Considering they're trying to do the same thing with Urello 6, except it's a debt that they're trying to pay off. So, you know.
By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
It's a little weird that they're considered part of the preservation, but it's more like a greed thing. But I don't think there's a thing under greed.
Over everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much a galactic corporation. It's like the Imperium, except instead of being like a religious zealous group, it's all about corporation and money.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation. So I'm sure you can understand. This universe doesn't